Christina's telling a story about Katie.
A beautiful Katie went on a trip, and on this trip she met a handsome foreign man.
A handsome foreign man? What kind of foreign?
The dialogue doesn't say, shut up. And this foreign man was quite taken with the beautiful Katie, and they spent a lot of time together and got to know each other. And then one day he said, Katie, I don't think I can live without you. Will you marry me?
Katie said?
And Katie said, well, I'm going to have to think about it. I'll call you back.
That's about right.
Years later, after she had done much thinking and had spent some time alone in the United States.
Years? Yeah. Years? Yeah.
That's a long time. It's just more than one.
If I were him, I would have left.
That's why we don't date you, Lindsay.
No, that's why I don't date you.
Anyway, but he did say he couldn't live without her. So he waited patiently, and finally she decided that she did want to marriage.
And then he fell off a cliff, didn't he?
She did want to marry this handsome boy. So she sent him a text overseas. It was very expensive.
Very expensive.
$30 text. And
Okay.
she said, I think we should meet. And he texted her back and said, this is what I have been waiting for years. And so they got together in the mid-Pacific, the ocean, on an island. And he said, what have you been thinking about? And she said, I've been thinking about what you asked me last time I saw you. And he said, well, what was that? And she said, I don't know, what did you say? And he said, will you marry me? And she said, yes. And they lived happily ever after in a foreign country of their choosing.
Foreign country of their choosing.
Okay, my turn.
Okay.
Once upon a time there lived the fair and amazingly talented Christina. She lived in LA on top of the biggest building. She was a hobo. You can't really live on top of a building unless you're a hobo. I don't know how you get up there in the first place. But so she was in dire straits because she was a struggling dancer. Nobody could see her raw talent until one day she was walking across the street. She was moonwalking across the street. And Amy Lee Lucas saw her outside of her studio and she's like, that is who I want. So she sent her minions to run out and kidnap her. They kidnapped Christina and she gracefully tried to yell for help, but then she realized Amy Lee Lucas was there and she didn't yell for help anymore. Then, story's not over yet. Then she starts making her dance for her. And as she's dancing for her, she invites a group in. The group just happens to be Big Bang. And then Daesung walks in, sees her dancing, realizes that she's in distress because she can't stop dancing. Amy won't let her stop dancing ever. So Daesung does a distraction by trying to act like he's dancing with her, throws her over his shoulder and runs out the doors. Breaks the door in the process because it wasn't the door you're supposed to go out, but he didn't know that and he just tried to go out it anyway. So after breaking Amy Lee Lucas's door, he whisks her off back to Korea without ever talking to her once because
This is a story, and that's the way it happens.
we don't talk. And as soon as they got touchdown in Seoul, they got a flight captain to marry them at the end.
That's a good story. I liked it. Yeah.
Next story time. Go. You're on the spot. Go.
Once upon a time, there was a pretty Lindsay. She hadn't done anything interesting in her life until one day she turned on the radio in Korea after being transferred there for a business trip and discovered Shiny.
Wait, she's not travel anymore. She can't discover
From
Shiny.
that moment, she became crazily obsessed with them and started following them around and became a Saesung fan.
No.
Sasang.
Sasang fan.
No.
As she was living her Sasang life, she realized what a horrible thing it was and decided that she was going to be their unemployed bodyguard against the Sasang fans. So she would hide in dark corners and attack the sassy fans that stalked Shiny.
I mean, good.
Shiny noticed this kind act and didn't know who she was. So one day, after brutally pummeling 4 saucing fans, they came up and said, "Who are you, strange woman?" And she says, "You don't need to know my name. Just call me
Miranda.
Just call me Shadow Woman." So,
Shadow Woman.
to this day, Shiny is forever grateful to that Shadow Woman who has faithfully protected them from the crazy saucing fans. The end.
Yay! Lindsay the Shadow.
I don't tell good stories.
I can tell you a story about Mindy. Once upon a time, there lived a Mindy under a rock.
Yeah.
Because she never gets out.
Yeah.
She really liked her rock because it was safe and she could listen to FT Island
Where do you live?
as loud as she'd want.
No, it's got you.
So one day, as she was blasting FT Island under her rock, a Katie and a Christina and a Lindsay came by, tripped over her rock, busted it, and it fell down the hill. Now that Mindy was homeless, we told her she should come and hang out with us at our apartment. Mindy said okay, as long as she can bring some posters, and we're like, you can bring 2. So she brought her 2 posters, one of Hunky and one of Jonghyun, and moved into our apartment. While we were there, we decided to burn down the house because there was a foreign bug that we didn't like in it. So we moved to Seoul. After moving to Seoul, we were walking down the street one day and Mindy still secretly kept a button that had Hunky's face on it in her pocket, and because she hadn't changed her clothes for weeks, her pocket wore out and it dropped down and she tripped over it. As she tripped, she was pummeling towards the sidewalk. Somebody's hand reaches out and catches her mid-fall. And who is it? Jonghyun.
I don't know if I like this. He didn't know to touch me. Okay, I like
But then, as he's holding her in his arms as she's still inches from the sidewalk, Hunky comes over, kicks him in the shins, so he drops her.
Ow! It's those shits.
And yells, "Yeah, that's mine!" Reaches down and picks up his button. Then he's like, "Yeah, you too." Picks Mindy up too, and they run off and they get married and they'll have to live.
And he chose the button before me.
Married stories.
I know. Usually people die.
Usually people die. I made Lindsay a superhero.
I know you did.
You're like Daredevil.
Exactly. He's pretty cool.
And I am a hobo.
You are a hobo.
We ended up marrying Daesung on the plane.
Because Amy Lee Lucas won't let you stop dancing ever.
So it's kind of like a day, like a dream turned into a nightmare.
I'm sorry.
Turned into a dream again.
Turned into a dream again. I tried. My stories are entertaining. It's stupid.
I
Give us the 12.
Even if I didn't really know Daesung, I don't think marriage would be that bad.
Probably not.
They can stand there for as long as they want.
Yeah. Please just stay standing, please, please.
Thank you. I like the shade.
I got like 5 minutes left. So I've got butterflies in my tummy. I think this doesn't feel very good.
Get them out. That's gross. Ew, that's even more gross. Enough with this. So we were just informed by the LA staff that they are still waiting on K-Pop United to give them, yes, Club Nokia staff, whoever, the staff here, that K-Pop United hasn't given the information that they need yet in order for us to get wristbands or whatever. They don't know anything. They don't know when they can move people. They don't know anything. We're already half hour after, and it's... What are they? This is surpassing VAP's fiasco at this point. We also have no idea when we're going to be able to get swag. If they're going to do what VAP did and have it do after, what is the point of getting a light stick? You only have a light stick for one reason only, and that's to use it in the concert. I don't understand what they're doing. So we're still waiting on K-Pop United, and then we'll figure out what's going on. Stuff just got real. Got some really crazy stuff.
There's girls who came in.
So there's girls that came in late, they're somehow going in first because of crazy things, and they're just like, you know, we're trying to stop them from going on. Thank you, K-Pop, you got it again for screwing us over yet again. This guy is pretty much cool. He's like a little bit famous. just barely.
He's hiding behind the wall. Felt like it triggered me because he came out and he like went like this and I shook his head. I shook my head at him and he went like this and I shook my head at him again.
Good job, Christina.
You broke the random guy's heart.
Broke random
heartbreaker. She's a heartbreaker.
That's me.
It's true. There he is again. Random guy. Six. He just gave us his phone number. This is awesome. He gave us his phone number.
I'm sure it's not real, but we should try.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, he's like 66146.
I bet it's like
Something
someone
9.
in there that's not even his.
That would be hilarious.
He's a troll. We have an office troll. I find it funny that he finds it so funny.
I know, it's probably making his day at work.
I know. Bunch of fangirls who love it. Awesome.
He was talking to a guy across the street. She gave us his phone number.
What does he do? What does he do?
What do you do?
I will jump down security.
Yeah, especially with an empty building. We're waiting for a Korean pop concert.
I can see the shock on his face right here.
Korean pop concert.
He's like smiling. They're asking what you're saying. Yeah. They can all see you.
I forgot that.
I know, it's true. We can only talk to him.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it.
It's funny that he's blushing.
Aww.
Pose for a photo.
Oh, everybody wants you to pose for a photo.
We're your fans!
You're really good at that.
Peace sign, tell them peace sign. We're like a peace sign actually really attractive and it's like anything.
So.
So after having the CEO himself, K-Pop United, come out and talk to the fans, it sounds like they've got things worked out at least to a certain degree. And they gave out cards of where people can go and complain and talk about what they did or did not like or whatever. But we're finally in a semi-organized line. We're heading towards where we're going to be for the next 2 hours more. And that's pretty much where we're at. It's been a very emotional roller coaster for everyone here. There was going to be a mob fight breaking out, but luckily that calmed down. And we're good. So, Mindy has her banner.
I got one for Christina. I didn't get it for the other two.
It's okay. I don't really want one because I wouldn't use it, and I would probably throw it away, to be honest. It wasn't pretty enough for me to keep. So, I'm okay with that. But, either way. Here we go. Another 2 hours. So we finally arrived at our little home sweet home for the next 2.5 hours. Let's have Mindy give us a tour.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the living room. We have a television impersonator that gives us all the rules of the club. Downstairs and to the left, I think I've not been there, is the bathroom. Lindsay and Christina are currently there. Here we have the bedroom, complete with a black strip to keep you in line.
No, I just want to get all the...
While you sleep. Down this way is a bunch of security that is making sure that everyone stays in line at our home sweet home because that's the way we run.
Welcome to our wonderful abode.